More possible information has dropped for that JJ Abrams produced Ta Nehisi Coates' final Superman draft, and boy, it's very interesting. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. So as you know, JJ Abrams is producing a Superman reboot movie. Ta Nehisi Coates is writing the script, and at first it was going to be a period piece. It was going to have a black Superman, and then recently scoopers have been saying there are rumors going around that this particular script is being reworked and possibly could include Henry Cavill as Superman, and it won't be a period piece. Well, that scooper Casey Walsh actually quote tweeted somebody today that hasn't been around Twitter for very long, and this person seems to know about the Superman reboot. Not sure of this person's credibility, but this kind of lines up with the rumor I heard a few weeks ago about script changes, although this doesn't sound like Cavill has much of a chance of returning. But I can see how they could make it work if he was willing. And this thread comes from a person named Cherry Faluda. Don't know who this person is, but the specifics in this thread are rather interesting. Here's a thread with everything I know about the Superman reboot. Number 1. While the project was originally intended to be a period piece, the final draft submitted by Coates recently is not a period piece, which is very much in line with what Casey Walsh and Moonlight Warrior has said before. Number 2, it's not about a black Superman being a victim of racism. Rather, it uses Superman's alien heritage as a parallel to racism. They are, however, going through with colorblind casting. So it's kind of like Man of Steel in a way where he's an alien and they're not trusting of him, which I think is better than color racism in a Superman movie. I think it should be about aliens and humans and humanity not trusting this one alien who came down to Earth. But however, this person says they are going with colorblind casting, meaning that anybody could try out for the part for Superman. They don't have to be white, they don't have to be black, they could be Asian. Anybody could get the part, including Henry Cavill, though this may be looking like a more of a multiverse Superman rather than the DCEU Superman. Superman is heavily nerfed. What? Being taken back to his golden age roots. He can no longer fly, but he can instead leap tall buildings in a single bound. He also lacks heat vision, frost breath, and X-ray vision. He's also described as moving at Mach 7. Whoa! So this is different. It almost reminds me of back in the day when the old Warner Bros. Regime was like, let's not give him a cape, let's not make him fly. But in this sense, Golden Age roots is accurate. Back then, he didn't fly. Leap tall buildings in a single bound. He had no heat vision. He had no other powers than being very strong and very fast. And although I am understanding of that, and a lot of Superman fans are understanding of that, including the comic book community, I'm not sure what the general audience would feel about that. I think they would be kind of confused. They'd be like, isn't this Superman? Why can't he fly? Why can't he do heat vision? Why can't he do frost breath? Where's his X-ray vision? All that stuff is already embedded in the culture of Superman, in the evolution of Superman. And it's like they're taking that away, trying to go back to its roots, starting all over. When there's essentially a Superman on Superman Lois right now, Henry Cavill Superman is still within everybody's mind, including Christopher Reeve or Brandon Routh. It's going to be pretty difficult selling that. Or maybe general audience wants to see something different. I don't know. They do have descriptions of the characters in the script which gives away their races. Lois Lane is written with an Asian actress in mind. Perry White is written as an African-American man. And Jimmy Olsen is described as a freckled redhead. No race bending with Jimmy. Lois Lane being an Asian actress absolutely does not mean Amy Adams is going to show up anytime soon, which makes the case that this is going to be a fresh reboot, or at least another Earth, multiverse, whatever. But if Lois Lane is going to be an Asian actress, I would like to suggest Jessica Henwick. No reason, just would like to suggest that. That would be great. I know she's half Asian, but She looks mostly Asian. Perry White as an African American? I mean, this would be one of those special cases where they could definitely get Lawrence Fishburne to come back as another version of a Perry White. It's also interesting to hear that they want Jimmy Olsen back, but as a redhead with freckled, very much like the comics from before. The film is currently utilizing the Golden Age version of the Ultra-Humanite as the main antagonist, although this may change. At no point in the story does he use the albino gorilla body. Now, in present comic times, Ultra-Humanite is more of a Gorilla Grodd type character. Back in the Golden Age roots, he was like a mad scientist, and then he later changed to, you guessed it, Lex Luthor. So basically, this is going to be a Superman versus Lex Luthor type of deal. The script is rather long, clocking in at 165 pages. This may be due to the fact that the film is being written as an awards contender rather than a regular superhero film. It portrays Superman as a champion of the oppressed. The government hates him, but the people love him. General rule of thumb is 1 page equals 1 minute. So you're looking at 165 minutes, a little over 2.5 hours, which is what mainstream movies and superhero movies are now. And it's interesting that they want this to be some type of awards contender. I almost feel like they're writing this story with Todd Phillips' Joker in mind, or even Matt Reeves' The Batman. A kind of separate from the DCEU, its own thing, maybe even a one-off. And if it is a one-off, they could see that it could lead to more if it's successful. I think that's what they're shooting for here. I do like the part about Superman is a champion for the oppressed, and I also like the conflict there that the government doesn't like him. They don't trust him. And I think that conflict is different from Christopher Reeve movies, but more in line of Man of Steel. The film is a love letter to Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's original comics. It also has a dedication to them. Pa Kent's character is based off of Jerry Siegel. It actually has a dedication to a lot of writers such as Jack Kirby, who serves as the inspiration for Dan Turpin. And Dan Turpin is in the comics and even in the Superman animated series and even on Smallville. I mean, in Smallville, he was a police officer, but in the other media, he's part of the Metropolis Special Crimes Unit. That's pretty much all that this person has said about this Superman reboot. And if it is true, like everything in Hollywood, script changes are due to happen. I kind of half expect they're going to change Ultra-Humanite to Lex Luthor, and maybe some heads will be like, well, I think we need for him to fly and have these other powers as well. But who knows? It's still in development, and if this is the only Superman script that's being turned in, and Discovery really wants a Superman movie out there, they're definitely gonna work on this baby hard. They're gonna fix it up until it's to their liking, and they know they can get a lot of success from it. But that could also come with a lot of problems, because that means there's gonna be a lot of cooks in the kitchen, and that doesn't necessarily equal to a good product. Well, what do you think about these possible new rumors about the Superman reboot? Do you like what you hear so far? What don't you like? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.